Can you give the mic to Taruni and ask for her phone for the French my limited obeisances, and also after that my obeisances to Nitya Pravistam Vishnupada Srila BV Vana Maharaja, to all the sannyasis, to all the Vaishnavas, to all the mothers, to all the devotees of Mahaprabhu, to all of those so eager to hear Hari-katha, to the supreme affectionate women, to the feet of everyone. Please accept my Dandavat Pranams accordingly. Today, we, in this evening session of Hari-katha, have been discussing Radhamananda Katha. We've been hearing from the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 8th chapter. Radhamananda Samvad. We've been hearing this katha. Sorry, we have been hearing from different speakers about this. They have all described it in such a beautiful way. Slowly, they have been manifesting the Bhava Madhurya, the sweetness moods. Shanta Dasa Sakya Vatsalya Madhurya Prema. Very beautiful subject. There's only one goal in all these Hari-kathas: to serve with Sambandha again, knowledge, relationship, and possessiveness. And possessiveness, mamata, is actually expression of love. Ananda mamata Vishnu mamata prema sangata. General definition of prema is to have one pointed possessiveness towards the Lord. Also, we heard about Krishna Seva. Sanjay Prabhu told very well. Everything depends on Sambandha, the relationship. And then after that, Mamata Jukta Seva, service with possessiveness. When this Mamata possessiveness is really condensed, slowly, it grows and transforms itself into Sneha, Mantra, Nairaga, Raga, Nurag, Bhav, Mahabhav, Rura, Adirura, Moha, and Madanakya Mahabhav. So we're discussing about the Radha Prem. Very beautiful. How slowly we are hearing this Hari-katha. When the Jiva manifested from the Tasta Shakti, the Jivas had a potency in their hearts, inherent, and Sadhusanga only make this eternal nature manifest. That's it. So Radhamananda and Mahaprabhu, their conversation, they are going from one rasa to the other rasa, like higher and higher, showing that Dasa is higher than Shanta, Sakya is higher than Dasya, Vatsalya higher than Sakya, and Madhurya rasa higher than Vatsalya. Madhurya rasa also called Shringara rasa. Example is given. The five elements: earth, ether, water, air, space, fire, water. The five elements. But each of these elements, they have one more characteristic than the other one. So in the same way, Shanta, for example, what is in Shanta? Nishta, loyalty or one-pointedness to your worshipful deity. But there is no tendency to serve with possessiveness, no. In Dasarasa, there is Nishta, like the previous one, but now Seva, tendency to serve. In Sakya, Nishta, Seva, and Sakyabha. So the two characteristics of the previous one plus friendship mood. In Vatsalya, whatever the others had, plus Vatsalya Bhav. Nishta, Seva Vritti, and Sakyabhav and Vatsalabhav. So one by one they increase what the other one had and one more. So in Madhurya Rasa, completely strong, complete. Nishta, Seva, completely. Then it's to serve complete. Sakyabhav, friendship mode. Vatsalabhav, parental mode. And plus the Madhurya Bhav, which is to serve with your whole body Krishna. This is something very deep conversation. Sarvanga Diya Kare Shri Krishna Sevan, to serve with their whole body. It is only possible in Madhurya Bhav. People in this world cannot understand that. Those who are doing bhajana for a long time, sitting in Hari-katha for a long time, they can understand. Like Sanjay Prabhu told, those who are new devotees, if they hear something like this, they're thinking, what Maharaja Sannyasi is speaking about? What is this? But doing your bhajana slowly, in sadhu sangha, hearing Hari-katha slowly, step by step, then you can progress. If you have never heard Hari-katha, what are you going to understand? Nothing. So my Gurudeva, he used to always repeat one verse of Gita Govinda. Jadin Harin Smarnet Manasam Sarasam Mama. My Gurudeva always used to tell this verse. And he would speak everything very subtly. So this verse means, if you want to do bhajana with ras, it means diving in the transcendental mellows. And if you're curious about these pastimes between Radha and Krishna, Kutuhalam. Kutuhalam means curious. If you're curious, if you have desire to know more, what should you do? This book of Jayadeva Goswami, which is full of rasa and mellows and description of the transcendental vilasa of Radha and Krishna, you should hear this book, Gita Govinda. So this is the introduction to Gita Govinda. You have to slowly progress. You cannot stay all in the same class, like in school. First, second, third, fourth, five, your grade, your class. Imagine if you're always failing, flunking, and always in the same class. For example, first class is Vachovegam, like Upadeshamrita first verse. Then next year, we come at least to the second verse of Upadeshamrita. Then slowly the Upadeshamrita itself will take you to where? And to Radhakunda. Upadeshamrita will take you to Radhakunda. But not in the first day, you'll not go, but step by step. So to go to Radhakunda, you have to follow the step-by-step process. So Upadeshamrita, then slowly you go. So topmost bhava of Shrimati. So what I want to say is that those who are doing bhajana sadhana for a long time, 20, 25 years doing bhajana sadhana, if they don't have taste for this kind of Hari-katha, their bhajana sadhana is nothing. For all these years, every year you come for parikrama, what did you do? What have you done? You're coming for parikrama, you should hear Hari-katha. And slowly have more utsaha, enthusiasm. Oh, what I heard last year, what I'm hearing this year. And you have to have desire to hear more. At least say yes, sir. Hanji. Hanji, at least agree. Hanji, tell loudly. Hanji, yes, sir. You should all repeat like this. Sanjay Prabhu and Ramachandra Prabhu, Shanta Maharaj, and people think, oh, there's something going on in Gauriya Math. Siddhanti Maharaj, Siddhara Maharaj, Srila Maharaj. They're telling very nice things or not? Yes. Yes, tell Hanji, yes, sir. You should have some reaction. are always staying the same. Oh, Jivera Swarupa Hoy Krishna Nityadas. We are the eternal servants of Krishna. We have to slowly increase your utsaha, enthusiasm with the Hari-katha. The same way in Chaitanya Charitamrita is telling us this. Mahaprabhu also showing this utkanta, this eagerness to see this topmost prem. Sanjay Prabhu very beautifully told one thing. He told all the essence. He didn't leave anything behind for me, Sanjay Prabhu. Something was left for me? Tell me. No, he already told the essence of everything. Mahaprabhu showed his Rasaraj Mahabhav Swarup form to Rai Ramananda. Seeing that form, Rai Ramananda fainted. So Mahaprabhu only showed this form to Rai Ramananda. No one else saw it. That's Raj Mahabhav Swarup. And then Rai Ramananda fainted. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with his divine vision, touched him and made him come back to his consciousness. Mahaprabhu told him, look, this darshan that you saw, Rasaraj Mahabhav Swarup, special form, don't tell anyone about it, what you see, until I'm here in this world. In my Prakat Lila, you shouldn't tell this to anyone. Rasaraj Mahabhav Swarup. What is this? And why did Ramananda faint when he saw this form? Like we just heard. Who's Ramananda? Vishaka Devi. Isn't she? Vishaka Devi. In the pastimes of Krishna, she's Vishaka Devi. She knows everything. She knows everything. She knows about Krishna, she knows about Srimati Radhika as well. So which kind of thing did she see now for the first time that she became so shocked? And that's why she fainted, lost her consciousness. So this question also arises. Our acharyas gave a beautiful Tata Siddhanta behind it. Why did Ramananda faint? Why? Krishna is called Rasaraj, ocean of divine mellows, tastes of the transcendental relationships. Rasa Swarup. Upanishad also calls him Rasovaisaha. Krishna is the embodiment of the transcendental mellows. In Srimati Radhika is Mahabhav Swarupini Radha Thakurani. Bhav is the essence of Prem. Mahabhav is the essence of Bhav. Srimati Radhika is the personification of Mahabhav. Srila Rupa Goswami, in the Bhakti Samhita Sindhu, in the preface, describes about this. Akila Rasamrita Murti. So this is the invocation shloka of the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, describing Krishna as an ocean of all the mellows. Akila Rasamrita Sindhu. Make Krishna be all glorious. He who is the life soul of Srimati Radhika. Tarika Pali are also controlled by him. Like this verse is describing also all the gopis. Shyama and Lalita Devi. Also he controls them. But Srimati Radhika is completely able to control him. May this Krishna Chandra be glorious. Krishna is Rasa Swarup, the embodiment of all the mellows. Ashraya, Vishaya, everything is in Krishna. There is nothing without Krishna. So in Rasa Vichara is only Ashraya and Vishaya. The author of the love and object of love. So Vishaya Vastu, the object of love, is Krishna. And except Krishna, everyone else is Ashraya. So Bhokta enjoyed and Bhokta enjoyed and Bhogya enjoyer. So you should know this. Krishna, he is relishing the rasa madhurya, the sweetness, moods, the taste of the relationships. This prema which is in the heart of the devotees, how Krishna relishes that, relishes. This Tata Vichara is so beautiful. And also the commentaries like Sanatana Goswami, Vishnu Chakravarti, Jiva Goswami, Siddhartha Goswami. They also have explained even further. So now we're here in Hari-katha. It's a Parakrita Rasa Tattva, transcendental Rasa Tattva. There's nothing to do with hero heroine of this world. Nothing to do. Britahari and some other people, they speak about this kind of mundane rasas, and they have this literature about like mundane rasas, but this is transcendental ras, transcendental. So there are 5 main rasas and 7 secondary transcendental rasas. Shanta, Dasa, Saka, Vatsalya, Madhurya are the 5 primary. Hasad, Bhuta, Karuna, Bir, Vivatsa are the 7 secondary. Rodra, so 7 secondary and 5 primary. You should know all that. So discussing what is the transcendental rasa, but not everyone is going to understand, of course, because this Katha of Gurudev is like a master degree level, PhD level, after graduation. It's not like a primary school. Generally in primary school there are more students than later on. The more up you go in the education system, the less the number of students are there. If you go to a class of master's degree or PhD class, there's not many students. So that's why not everyone is going to understand. Are you going to understand? Yes or no? Tell me. Tell me yes, sir. You're not going to understand because this is very high class thing. Going up and up and up. Those who are hearing again and again, they can understand. Those who have come once, they're just sitting in the back. Oh, I'm feeling sleepy. What Maharaj is speaking? Come on, this is all useless. What is this? I'm feeling sleepy. Let me just go quickly. Somebody just left. Time is up. Ring the bell. Let's finish. Oh, I came for parikrama. Let's ring the bell and take prasada. They're going. Prasada came 3 p.m. Then walking, and then nowadays whole day going here and there, walking. Now it's already 9 p.m. already, and then they give microphone from Bad Maharaj in the end. So what he's saying? Oh my! Finish. Enough. Let's go. Ring the bell quickly. Let's take prasada. Let's go to sleep. Tomorrow early in the morning there's more. After Mangalarti you have to still already go so quickly, so early. Oh, what is this? What is this? Is this something gonna come out of it? Nothing. No, but it's not like that. We should come every year. And every day you should hear. Then you can understand. Otherwise you're not gonna understand at all. That's true because this is high class Hari-katha. Like I told yesterday, the Bhava of the gopis are not ordinary Bhavas. How is the prema of the gopis? Buddhama Bhava Pishuna. Sutta Goswami told to Shaunaka Rishis exactly this. He said, hear me out. Not even about the gopis yet. Just hear about the queens of Dwarka. So this verse is actually Uddama Bhava Pishuna. It's about the queens of the Dwarka. Sarvabhauma Rukmini in 16,108. queens. So those bhava in sweetness and beauty were the ones that Shukadeva Goswami was explaining in this verse. Their bhavas are just like the waves of the ocean. The waves of the ocean, up and down. Who has gone to the ocean? Have you ever sat on a ship? Have you ever had a boat journey, like in a ship? Raise your hand if you had on a cruise or something like that in the ocean. 2 times I went in a cruise. From Sardinia, Italy to Sardinia. I had like a ship in the ocean. During the nights, I couldn't sleep. Because the ship was huge, like a cruise. I tell you my own experience, the waves are so high, up and down. Up and down with the waves. It was actually a 7-storage cruise. That ship, maybe 14 storage ship cruise. And so many cars parked also inside. 3 storage only for cars. On top, people were sleeping. They also have like a football courts and everything for people to stay. And also play, swimming pool, all the entertainments are there. Like a cruise, right? I remember I was in the 5th floor. No, sorry, 12, I think Gurudev said. So yeah, there was a cabin, like, everything. You could cook in your own room. You could... So also for sleeping, you had to also put like a seat belt for sleeping. So I opened my seat belt, and in the night, when the ship started moving like this, I fell from the bed because of the movement of the ship, because I was not wearing the seat belt. So I'm talking about the great waves. They're very strong. Even big ships go up and down with the waves. And that's what I'm telling you. This verse explains Uddama Bhava Pishuna. This Uddam Bhava of the queens of Dwarka. Sweetness moods. To see her moods, their moods of queens of Dwarka. Even Kamadev, Cupid came to Dwarka. Seeing the moods of the queens of Dwarka, Cupid himself fainted in Dwarka. It's described in Bhagavatam. Cupid himself fainted. So billions of times more Bhava Madhurya, sweetness of the moods, are in whom? The Braja Gopis. They are 100 billion times better than queens of Dwarka. What is this Bhava Madhurya, the sweetness mood of the Gopis? What is that? Srimati Radhika herself has such a beautiful glory described in the Radha Kripa Kataksha. This is not ordinary. Madhamadati Giovanni. Srimati Radhika is so beautiful. So beautiful. So many qualities. She only looks at Krishna with her sidelong glance. 2 sidelong glance. Prabhupada Saraswati mentioned about the sidelong glance. The first line. Radha Rasdanivi. By her sidelong glance, Krishna faints. Venu Karanita Patitam Vashtami Pitta Basanam. By her sidelong glance, Krishna starts shaking. His foot falls. His Pitamara falls. Then Krishna falls in the end. This flute that Krishna always holds tightly, he never gives up his flute, never ever. But just with the sidelong glance of Srimati Radhika, when she's in man, and she's like piercing her lips with her anger. I'm not saying, but the verse is saying, Brukutila means with her angry sidelong glance, very angry sidelong glance. And she's like, with her teeth, she's like cutting her own lips. very, very angry, looking at Krishna. What happens to Krishna in this moment? So the flute falls from Krishna's hands immediately. And the peacock feather over his head automatically also slips and falls. At the end, Krishna's body is just trembling and shaking. And then Krishna just faints completely. Krishna faints completely. That Krishna, that in Rasa Leela, he challenged the Kamadev, the Cupid. Hear me out carefully. In the beginning of the Rasa Leela, when Krishna played the flutes in Vrindavan, so the Vamshivat Krishna came to the Rasa Leela, and the Kamadev Cupid also came and told Krishna, I was waiting for you for a long time. Since you're a baby, a child, now finally you are a teenager. No one can take you out of my grasp, my clutches, even an ant, until Lord Brahma, everyone dances in my hand, like dances because of me. Cupid said, fight with me. Then Brajandarananda and Shyamasundar Krishna said, to fight with you? Yes, okay. So I told there are three kinds of Kamadeva, three cupids here with the Siddhanta. One is a Prakta Kamadeva, transcendental Cupid, which is Brajandarananda and Shyamasundar, Lord Krishna himself. He is worshipped by the Kamagayatri mantra. His expansion, Prakash, is Pradyumna in Dwaraka. And this Pradyumna also manifests as a shadow in the Swarga Kamadev, in Swarga Lok, having planets which stays with Indra, who is the husband of Rati Devi. Lord Shiva once destroyed him completely, this Kamadev Cupid of Swarga Lok. So this Kamadev came to Krishna and said, Krishna, so Kamadev was thinking Krishna is a normal kid. And then there are two kinds of way you can have a duel, like a battle. One in a small place, another one in a field, big field. So in a room or something, or in a place which is like a ring. No need to explain in details, but you can fight with someone in a small area. Otherwise, you're gonna also think it's a material thing if I tell more. But anyway, another way of fighting is to fight in a very open space. Cupid said, oh, I always fight with everyone in a small place. Like, I completely mesmerize everyone so quickly. So, yeah, let's fight in the open fields. In Vrindavan, on the banks of the Jamuna. Krishna said, okay, very nice. Where's your weapon? When Krishna said, I only need the flute in my hand, not any other weapon. Kamadeva said, I have 5 arrows in my hand. How many? How many arrows? Listen carefully. Akarshana arrow, attraction. There's a name for each arrow. Beautiful katha. Sammohan, mesmerizes, makes you mad, makes you stamba, means petrified, like stunned. Anyway, 5 arrows, and then he has a bow as well. And then he said, I have no bow and arrow. Krishna said, okay. You want to shoot each arrow at one time or 5 at the same time? And then Kamadeva was saying, each arrow or one of the arrows is enough to make everyone faint. But Bhagavan said, okay. So, just like, for example, you see on TV some drama. So imagine this situation, just like a drama, okay, like a scene. In one side, Kamadeva, in the other one, Krishna, and they're about to fight. Kamadeva has his quiver with 5 arrows. So imagine this scene, okay? So when Kamadeva is going to use each arrow, but nothing happened to Krishna. And then Krishna said, do the one thing, Kamadeva, try to shoot on me with the 5 arrows at the same time. And then Cupid did that. 5 arrows at the same time he shot on Krishna. Oh, that's it? That's it. It's like Krishna didn't feel anything. And then Cupid said, oh yeah, I shot all my arrows. My quiver is empty. Krishna said, oh, nothing happened to me. And then Cupid saw the beautiful form of Krishna. And then Cupid himself, he fainted. Krishna said, until I don't do the rasa of the gopis, stay there, fainted. So who defeats Kamadeva? It's Krishna. Another name of Rasa Lila is Kamvijaya Lila, the Lila of conquering the lust. So the same Krishna with the sidelong glance of Srimati Radhika, he faints as well. So do you understand or not? Did you understand? Are you understanding? If not, okay. Not everyone will be able to understand anyway. If you hear from many years, like 40 years, after 40 years, reading books for 40 years, now a little bit can understand. It's not that easy. In one day, how are you going to understand in one day? You tell me. You're not even hearing properly. You take it from 1 year and everything coming out in the other year. Nothing's going on. Nothing's going in. If someone is going to die, just give him ghee. Paranguru Maharaj used to say, if someone is going to die, even the person cannot digest water. What you have to do with that person? Give the person ghee for him to eat. He's gonna eat. Okay, he's gonna eat. Die anyway. He's gonna die anyway. But the ghee going to his stomach maybe can save him. Slowly. So something you're gonna understand a little bit. I'm not saying that you're not gonna understand anything. No. Some people might understand. Those who have studied the scriptures, those who have for many years or a long time heard from Guru Vaishnavas, studied the scriptures, means those who have some scar from previous life. That's also very important. Those who came new, it's not only coming new, like also means those who have some scar from previous lives. Many lives doing bhajan. This life seems like you're new in the spiritual life, but you actually did in the past lives many things. So they'll understand. Slowly. So you must hear Hari-katha. Because hearing Hari-katha gives you samskara. Guru Vaishnavas give you samskara. That's why again and again. Sukriti, you won't be able to take it there. With Sukriti, you get sadhusanga. But in the Vidimarga, maximum you can reach Vaikuntha by this process. But samskara is such a thing, this impression in your mind. This samskara will take you there. Two kinds of samskara there. Here, the Siddhanta. Praktanika samskara, another one is called Aduniki samskara. Praktanika means past impressions, and Aduniki samskara means present impressions. Aduniki samskara is whatever Hari-katha you're hearing in this life. The bhakti you're following in this life. This is called Aduniki samskara. Madhura Kandamini describes this. This samskara, when it grows. This Praktanika samskara growing. Yeah, then you advance. So this Radhaman Samvada is so beautiful. Krishna himself defeated Kamdev. And Srimati Radhika gave her sidelong glance. She's capable of knocking Krishna out completely. So beautiful. So what is Radha Prema? What is Radha Tata? What is Rasa Tata? What is Prema Tata? We must know about that. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was very happy. And he said, tell me more. Tell me Krishna Tata, Rasa Tata, Prema Tata. So discuss all that. That Ramananda is so happy. And so slowly, one by one, he told all the tattvas, Asa Tattva, Krishna Tattva, everything, Radha Tattva. And then he said, okay, we established that Radha Prem is the topmost goal, yes, like Sanjay Prabhu said. Radha Prem Sadaswara Mani, the topmost goal is Radha Prem. But how to attain this Radha Prem? We have to attain to sadhana, otherwise we cannot attain, right? Tell me the process, upay. Then he told one by one how to attain. First you have to accept guidance, be under the guidance. If you're not under the guidance of the Brajagopis, you can never attain Brajandananda Shamasundra. To be under the guidance of the Nitya Gopis. So they went to Chittaharan Ghat, the place where Krishna stole the clothes of the Gopis. The last day, those Gopis who performed Katha and Vrat, on the last day they called which Gopis? The Nitya Gopis. They also went on the last day. Nitya Gopis didn't do Katha and Vrat, no. The Manjaris didn't do Katha and Vrat, no. Because they're always with Srimati Radhika. Forgive me, those who are doing, they're doing. I'm not criticizing anyone. Also, I asked this to Gurudeva. When Gurudeva was here in this world, some people are doing Katha and Vrat. Should we do or not? I asked Gurudeva. Gurudeva said, there's even recording you can hear. Gurudeva said, they're going to go to Dwaraka. They're going to go to Dwaraka. This is not my katha, it's Gurudeva. No need. Param Guru Maharaj did Katha and Vrat, you tell me. You tell me. Yes or no? Tell me. No. Narada Maharaj did or not? Srila Gurudeva? No. Why not? Oh, he didn't know. Somebody said, oh, he didn't know. No, he's saying they didn't know if Gurudeva did or not. But anyway, we heard about if Gurudeva did or not. So you were with Gurudeva. Did Gurudeva do or not? No. So don't create anything new. Gurudeva said, Kartik Vrat, if you do Kartik Vrat, you don't need to do any other vow. Don't need to do any other vow if you do Kartik Vrat. But why do they call the Nitya Gopis? To have their association. In the last day of Katha and Vrat, so they called Radha, Lalita, and etc. So they came, and the sadhanas and the gopis, they were doing Katha and Vrat. And they got the association of Nitya Gopis. Because to attain the topmost prema, you need the association of the Nitya Gopis. Until you have had the association of Nitya Gopis like Radha Lalita, you won't be able to attain the bhava without the association of Radha Lalita, etc. You must have their association. Even if you take birth in Braj, even if you have the body of a gopi, but you must have the association of Nitya Gopis. Lakshmi Devi didn't want to do that. She wanted to enter the Rasa Leela with her own body of Lakshmi. What did Lakshmi want? In the same body and enter Rasa Leela. She did not want to accept the guidance, to be under the guidance of Gopis and Srimati Radhika. Chaitanya Charitamrita explains clearly. If you're not under the guidance of the Vraja Gopis, you can never attain Brajendrananda and Shamasundara. This is a teaching for us. But to attain all these bhavas, it's like we have to progress slowly. So when Krishna's pastime is going on in the universe of the material world, you go there, Jogamaya arrange, you take birth there in the body of a gopi. And then you're going to get the association of the Nitya Gopis, eternal associates, and then this bhava will appear in your heart. So to attain Gopi Bhava, a process very long. It's not so easy to get Gopi Bhava. First Asana Siddhi, then Sadhana Siddhi, then Mantra Siddhi, then after that Swarupa Siddhi, Bhava Siddhi, then Vastu Siddhi, so many siddhis. After Vastu Siddhi, then Parikar, means you go to the spiritual world. So first you have to take birth in the pastime, in the pastimes of Krishna in this material world. You have to take you take birth in this universe, wherever Krishna's pastimes are going on. Get association of the Nitya Siddha Gopis. They're gonna teach you everything. Bhaktivinoda Thakur also describes. Each Sakhi is going to teach us all the trainings of everything, how to speak, how to walk. Five kinds of teachings are given in the University of the Gopis. In the Bhakti Samrasinda, Rupa Goswami describes how to be a duty messenger, how to whisper, how to cheat the husband. So different teachings are going to be given to you. How to cheat your husband, also this teaching will be given to you, but not something from this material world. Your husband's not home, then you just go somewhere. No. Don't understand wrong, like it's nothing to do with something from this world. The gopis, they learn how to whisper to each other. How to have the role as a duty messenger. All these teachings are given. 5 kinds of teachings. You can read in the Bhakti Rasamrita Singh. There's a verse about that. In Prakata Lila of Krishna, pastimes of this material world. So it's like 5 subjects in this University of the Gopis. Small girls, young girls, 5, 7 to 9 years old. No old will get in. Also, too fat people, also they are rejected as well. Too fat, too old. Just like if you're to also join the army, if you're too fat, you cannot join the army. Sorry, too short also. There's a height, like a how to say the limit, minimum. I'm not saying this, but everything, there will be very nice training. When you pass the training, then you're gonna go after Vastu City, then you can become like a parikar according to Charitamrita. Vanchakalpa. Just forgive me for any offense.